Hey y'all, week one is here. We got to watch some football last week in week 0 with Georgia Tech walking it off with a field goal to beat Florida State, a top 10 Florida State team. But this week we got a much better week in regard to football. And 3 games that I think are the best games this week I want to kind of talk about here real briefly. The first game that I want to talk about is Miami going to Gainesville to play Florida. It's a rivalry game. It's an in-state game. Miami is the media's darling to win the ACC. A lot of people are picking Miami to win. Everybody's patting them on the back. Florida, on the other hand, a lot of people are picking them to win 4 or 5 games. Basically saying you guys got no chance to have a good season. And sneakily, Florida has a good roster. They do not have a lot of depth, but they have a good football team. They're going to have a huge chip on their shoulder going into that game week 1. It should be a really good game. Game 2 is Clemson playing Georgia. I think Georgia might have a couple players suspended. I think Trevor Etienne, it's up in the air whether he'll play. But that team for Georgia is just loaded with talent. 5-star after 5-star. Can Clemson keep this game close? Can they muster up enough offense? Can Cade Klubnik, the quarterback for Clemson, can he move the ball? Can he be efficient? Can he not make mistakes? It will tell the tale on Clemson's season, and in my opinion, if they can even keep this close. And my God, if they could win this game against Georgia, Clemson has to be the front runner to win the ACC, and it will tell everybody that Clemson is back. And then the game that I'm going to talk about later in this week that I'm going to have a video on, it is A&M and Notre Dame. It is my SEC game of the week that I'm going to talk more about. Huge game. A&M is a top 25 team, but Notre Dame is a top 10 team. Notre Dame, they're kind of a reversal of what they were last year. Last year, they were kind of weak at the skill position, but they were really good at the line of scrimmage. Whereas this year, they're weaker kind of up front on the offensive line and the defensive line, but they're really good in the skill position. They bring in Riley Leonard to be their quarterback. He was the quarterback at Duke last year. And Mike Elko, he went to A&M. So you got a really good story there with guys that were on one team last year at Duke, and now they're playing against each other in week 1. It's going to be really interesting to see with Notre Dame having their left tackle that got injured for the season, and they're going to have a brand new guy at left tackle against that Texas A&M front 7 that's really good. Can they hold the line? Can they give Riley Leonard enough time to throw the football down the field? And if you tune in later this week, I'm going to break all that down and kind of tell you how I see how that game's going to go, because it's going to be a really good game as my SEC game of the week. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and let you know it's a great week of football. Those 3 games there are the best games of the week in my opinion. And guys, I cannot wait till Saturday to watch some good football, and I'll talk to you guys later.